Hi, this is Liquid Boy and I'm going to take you on a quick PhotoshopCS2 tutorial of how to create your own Molten Planet. This is the planet here. Okay, so let's begin. Shutting this down, create a new template. I will create the planet first, so create a template of size 800 width, 800 height, resolution 72, color mode RGB, 8-bit, background contents white, that's fine. So now, using the the elliptical marquee tool will create the planet. So holding the shift key down and dragging should generate the outline for your planet. Fill that in with black. Now what we're going to do is we're going to render different clouds on top of this ellipse sphere. So filter, render, difference clouds, and what we'll do is we'll apply that another 3 times. So pressing Ctrl F will reapply the last filter. Ctrl F once, twice, 3 times. The next step is to adjust the image. So image, adjustments, and we'll use levels. And the values that we'll set for this are 0 here, input level 0, 1.06, and 189. It doesn't look like much now, but as you'll see as the tutorial gets further, it will turn into a Molten Planet. Okay, so the next step is to apply another filter, a sharpen filter. So filter, sharpen, and use the unsharp mask. We'll set these settings to 475% of a radius of 3 and of threshold 14. Click OK. And now we'll apply a distortion filter, a spheralized distortion filter. So filter, distort, spherize there. And what we'll do is we'll set this to about 100%. Click OK, and we'll do that again, but at 50% this time. So filter, distort, spherize, 50%. And now what we're going to do is we're going to apply an image adjustment. Image adjustment. You choose color balance. This will give it the molten color. And the color levels we'll choose for the shadows. We'll choose plus 100. 0, minus 100. For the midtones, we'll use 100 and minus 100. Color levels 100, 0, minus 100. And for the highlights, we'll choose 70, 0, minus 15. Now what we'll do is we'll apply one last filter, the unsharp mask, which sits under filter, sharpen, unsharp mask. What we want to do here is you want to make sure that set the amount to something lower, so say 300%. Maybe 200%. To give it more of that like realistic effect. So set the threshold to maybe 10. Okay. Maybe a radius of 1 there. There you go, click OK. So there's your Molten Planet. So the next step is to create the star space and the stars. So create a new template, Control N. Choose a width of 1024 by height of 768 and resolution 72 pixels per inch, RGB color, 8-bit, background white. Click OK. Fill this layer with black, the background layer with black, and what we're going to do is we're going to add some noise to this background. So filter, noise, add noise, and how much amount? Should probably choose about 4.9%, 5%. So choose 4.9%. Distribution is Gaussian, random, and monochromatic is checked. Click OK. So the stars there are sitting on the background, but they'll come out. We'll make them more distinguishable and more randomized later. So what we'll do is we'll create a copy of this layer, Control J, and for this new layer we'll set the blending mode to overlay. So what we want to do now is bring the stars sitting on the background layer up through layer 1. So selecting background again, what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the image, so image adjustments, and we're going to play with the brightness and contrast. Image adjustments, brightness, contrast. So if we increase the contrast for this bottom background layer, the stars should come through as you increase the contrast. So slowly increasing it, there's the stars starting to appear. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'll make them a bit brighter so that you can see them. So there's the stars. I set it at plus 85, but you might want to set it to something lower in your own shoot. So click OK here. So what you want to do is go back to the planet, Control C to that, and then paste this into the space and stars, so Control V. Okay, so make sure that as you pasted it in, between the two layers, the background layer and the top black layer. So you want to drag that the planet up so that it's the topmost. So now it's up there. What we want to do is we want to make it more blurry and give it sort of a halo, an aura effect. So the first step there is to add a blending mode to the planet. So blending options, what we'll do is we'll add a drop shadow effect, give it 75% opacity, about a distance of about 36, and a size of about 24 pixels. 24. So it just blurs the area around the planet, and we'll give it a noise. We'll leave the noise at 0 for purposes of this tutorial. Next step is to add another blending option, and we'll use the outer glow for the halo effect. So with this, we'll set this to 75% opacity and 0 noise. The color here we'll choose is E74900. Basically the color, the same orangey tinge as the stars here, E74900. And the spread, we'll leave the spread there. We'll make this a size of 100 and so about 130 pixels. Click OK there. Now the last step is to use the blur tool and choose something large, and all you want to do here is blur just the outside of the planet into the halo so that it's not jagged. This is time consuming, but it adds to the effect, to the final effect. And once you've done that, you have your first planet for a series of tutorials that I'm going to be running over the next couple of weeks, which will end up resulting in your own universe. So this is a Molten Planet. Stay tuned for my other planets. Thank you.